John O'Keefe, Mr. O, present and accounted for another gravitational pull of hydrology. Hydro, water, ology, the study of. But then a little bit of son of beaver action. So here's the deal. Look at the end of my finger. Snow. It is June 13th, 2020, and I am up here in the Monte La Salle, the northern part of the Monte La Salle National Forest. Way up, kind of central Utah. Headed up, if you're trying to figure out or find me, look for a place called Joe's Valley, Joe's Reservoir, and then keep following the road up to a place called Potter's Pond. Now this is, I have to say, naturally occurring, but man definitely defined. We are at a point where all of that snow that's coming from that valley, as well as multiple valleys from around the area, flow into 2 or 3 different streams. In this place, we're in this vast kind of flat meadowland that is in the center of this valley. You can notice that there is still water running from the higher altitudes. There is still snow melting. Springtime has happened. You want to imagine all of the land that is surrounding me right here could at some point during the winter melt season could be covered in water. But there are some definitive explanations as to where most of the time this water is growing or receding, rising and falling. And that is the fact that beavers wouldn't be crazy enough to put their den in the center of a completely floodable space that happens to flood over and over and over again. So I want to show you something. That little drop, that little rapid is all sticks. So I saw that, and then I started following it down the stream, right? And so the stream just kind of keeps going around, and then all of a sudden, look at what's right behind me there. A beaver dam, or at least a beaver den. You know what I'm saying? So the idea is that it's got free flowing water, and it's got free flowing water almost all year round, especially with the fact that this stream is here. Now there are a few ponds as you head down. The water, the land kind of comes up, kind of fills this space, and then it meanders around this area where the trees are. And then there's 2 ponds down over in that area. The other thing that I want to show you is the man-made piece of Joe's Valley, Joe's Reservoir. When you hear the name Joe, you kind of start hearing a little bit more of a modern day name, right? But you also hear reservoir. Now we've had a couple lessons on that recently. Reservoir, meaning water that's being held back intentionally. Means the land probably shouldn't have water on it naturally, but we as humans have decided to engineer the opportunity to save water, conserve it for periods of time. And so the cool thing about what I'm going to get to do right now is that I'm going to prop myself down right with this beaver dam behind us, with the beautiful sounds of a stream, and I am going to do some relaxation. Come and be in places like this when you can, because the education around this part of the world is amazing. It's totally different than the stuff that you're learning in school, or it's the stuff that you're learning in school, but it's being put into action. And that is where learning became so much more important to me. Now, I'm going to pause, and then I'm going to start reading, because here's the deal. Hydrology lessons should be a little separate from the idea of the beaver dam, even though the beaver dam gives us connection to our reading as well as science. That's what I love about learning. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me for another little piece of hydrology, a little piece of what in the world does a beaver do, and also just the beauty of being in a place like this. Have a great day, learn lots, go out and explore and discover, find your question, and then go research and discover the answers. Have a great day.